Alright, YouTube. So, this is Jane. She's my wife. We have decided to do some renovation in the bathroom because this is an old home, which is from 1987. Yeah, so, these are the plans that she had drawn up. And why don't you explain what you got?
Well, we decided to take an old piece of furniture and make it into a vanity. We did find one very reasonable for $50, really nice piece. We decided to go ahead and paint it so it'll match the rest of the bathroom. It is a little large for the space, but that's what he wanted. So we did cut off the edge of the counter to put it flush to the wall. That gives us a couple more inches. We did make our plans because there's a couple doing it together. We have to be on the same page. We went in and we regrouted the bathtub and then painted the grout in between the tile and sealed everything. We're getting ready to take out the old counter and get the new one in. We decided to keep the original hardware that was on the cabinet so that it'll match the faucet system that we bought. And we're going to go ahead and put a bowl on the top. We've got 3 different plans here, seeing how it goes, because anything can happen with something like this, so that we're on the same page and we can work together. As you can see, this is a really old vanity. We're pretty sure it is stuck to the wall, so that should be really interesting. Our hope is to bring this out without doing too much sheetrock damage, and hopefully the plumbing and everything will be an easy install. Nothing's ever easy, we'll just have to see how it goes. But the floor turned out pretty good. It was a white grout prior with the gray tile, and it was stained and discolored, so, and it was very irregular. So we went ahead and put in a gray color and then sealed it properly. The existing tile in the tub was still very nice, with the exception that it was losing its finish. We went ahead and resealed it, and hopefully that'll last for a while. So we're getting ready to take off the mirror in this vanity and get started.
Alright, so here's the challenge that I put the cabinet in first, and I'm talking to the camera, and they installed this afterwards. They put this one here on. So in order for me to get that out, either have to disassemble this there, which then it's going to cause a leak again, because the shut off is on this side, or somehow get in here and get that cut out, which is going to be absolutely a mess. So this is the water is gonna drip down when I disconnect this. Look at that.
And out it comes!
We cut away the other part. The one which you pulled it out of the wall.
Right.
Can you get through? Maybe.
Yep.
Alright.
No!
Oh, sweet. So whoever installed it didn't use Phillips, but the square head, and that is not the tool that I have right here, so I have to go and get it. Alright, so let's see what we got. That's a fit. Gonna start pulling, and it's pulling the paint off the wall, so I need to try to stop that. So it's loose on that end. Not so much right here.
Yeah, you're going to have to cut that panel.
I have this funky looking tool that I think might do the trick that I hardly ever used, if I used it at all. Yeah, it looks like I used it, but not very often. So, it has two blades and they spin up in opposite direction. So I think I can use that right there. So, if you see any blood splatter, call 911 for me, please. Alright, now let's see if we can get the rest of it loose. Part of it.
So we picked up this TV console, kind of old school on buy and sell website. It's actually a great piece, very well made. It's got beautiful inlay. Kind of seems to shame to paint it, but it will not match the decor. We do have to go ahead and cut it down just a little bit, shave it down to fit into the space.
And here we're taking apart, start taking the doors off, and taking off all the hardware.
We're going to keep the hardware the original color because it's going to be matching the faucet that we're installing.
A little tricky to get loose. And taking it apart as a little piece of puzzle.
It's actually really well constructed.
Yeah, it's nice and solid wood. No particle board.
Bit dusty out here.
That's the side that's gonna match the wall.
So it's nice and flush.
Jane is inspecting. Then rubbing it down with acetone and preparing the surface.
Takes off some of the finish, roughs it up some so you can do thin layers of paint and it should absorb well.
And here's the paint job starting.
Okay.
So we took out the cabinet and what do we see? It's a rabbit's foot keychain that somebody left here many, many years ago. Interesting.
Is that good?
Hopefully that's good luck.
Good luck or bad luck?
We're
I'm not
hoping
sure.
it's good luck.
Look who just came. UPS. And they dropped off a package. Wonder what it is.
Feeling. Painting. Oh, styrofoam. so messy, and we'll be happy when everything's put back together. Purse. Stuff. Ooh, faucet. That's what I really want to see. Ooh, that's a big bowl.
Mm-hmm. Looks pretty, though.
My, what a big bowl you have.
It looks pretty.
Styrofoam. We'll have that forever. Okay. So, that's the bottom. That's the top. Oh boy, it's big.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's going to be pretty because it's 40-inch cabinet. So, it's not going to look too small.
So, I'll hold it and you look.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty.
I think so. Faucet. That is cool.
It is, with the wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, because we went with this faucet, we left the hardware dark, so we have that matching element. Well, it's going to come out here,
Right?
so the bowl is in a comfortable position here. It's not too close, and you
Right.
have to lean in. I think this needs to go further back because the spillover is probably going to be here. We want to center it so it hits the center of the bowl.
I put down some floor samples from Home Depot to match the height to the tile. So when I set it in here, I can rest on those. Water. Okay, 10 minutes is gone. Gonna remix this right quick.
Alright, time to put it all together again. There. And just go on the other side. Alright, so now take it from here down to here. Okay, it's through. So far, so good. Time to bring in the sink. Okay. You're probably better off having some channel lock pliers here, but they're in the boat, so hopefully this will do. Alright, so I have this and I have this, so I need an attachment between this one and this one on the underside, so which needs to be like what, 12 inches or so. So I have to get that from the store, but today is Christmas Day, so Home Depot is not open, so I have to do that another day. But I gotta test it, make sure that it is not leaking. And so far it looks pretty good on here and pretty good on here. I don't see any water coming out, so let me release it. Alright, so Home Depot was open today, so I was able to pick up some stuff. Oh, and I see a challenge already. Oh man. Alright, so maybe this tool will do the trick. We'll see. Or not. Okay. Hole is big enough. Not the ideal way to do this, but I got a hole. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. Putting this in here, and this in here. Making it enter, not tight yet. here. Now just tighten them up.